So for quite some time, I've been testing the McLaren F1 for S2 class on the World United server because I really like this car. Even though it's super hard to drive, I'm on a mission to try and conquer it and try and make it my main S2 class. So whenever there's an S2 event, I want this to be my go-to car. It's fast, it's difficult to handle, it has character. I like it. I like it a lot, and people respect when someone can use it because it's really difficult to use. So I've gone ahead and I have made four S2 class McLaren F1s. I've spent about 25 mil, including the price of the car, 30 mil on each car, so 30 times 4. I've spent 120 million on these four cars to, test them out and try them out and see what works best for tuning this car. So with the yellow setup, we have the recommended tune by the WUGG devs, which is minimizing your handling stat and maximizing your acceleration and top speed evenly. And then I've gone ahead and made a blue tune, which is full acceleration, a green tune, which is full top speed, and a red tune, which is full handling. I've gone ahead and done a bunch of tests with these cars on acceleration tests, top speed tests, all those types of things. However, I realized that there's a tool, performance calculator tool, which actually gives you all these stats about the car depending on what performance parts you put in it. So I actually don't need to do these tests ever again. They're automatically given to me, which is really good. And based on the stats and on the tests, since I did them, I may as well, use what I found from them. But yeah, it agrees with the performance calculator. The blue build has the best acceleration across all different types of speeds. Second for acceleration is the green build, and then third is the handling build. And then, as expected, the yellow build, which is basically blue/green, is in between blue and green. The blue and green builds are very similar. The way that they handle is also very similar. Green is slightly more stable and blue tends to spin out more. There aren't many tracks where you're going to be maintaining 412 kilometers per hour. This extra top speed isn't really necessary. However, what the green build does provide over the blue build is a little bit of stability. In saying this, it's very difficult to tell the difference, but it's definitely there. Yeah. So if you're looking for a strong build that's a little bit easier to drive, go for green. If you're looking to go all out, go for the blue build. And then you have the yellow build, which is the recommended build, which is a perfect blend of the two. It has better acceleration than green. It has better top speed than blue. I would actually go for this one if you're just looking for one tune. So yeah, all of this testing and research done to find that the recommended tune is the one that I would also recommend to someone looking to build this car. Now, the recommended build avoids red parts like the plague, as if this car hates handling. And although the handling stat does reduce the acceleration of the car compared to the others, it feels a lot better. It has more turn in. It spins out a lot less. It's interesting because it has more turn in, which gives it a little bit more oversteer in corner entry, but it doesn't have anywhere near as much spin on corner exit. So it feels really good, especially at lower speeds. At the higher speeds, it doesn't feel very stable at all, and I wouldn't recommend it. And this car isn't typically going to be used in those lower speed tracks, so it makes sense that the recommended build avoids this stat. So the red build is if you want to use this car everywhere, it'll give you the ability to use it on technical tracks. Whereas if you try and use the blue or the green build on technical tracks, you're going to end up spinning a hell of a lot more, and you're gonna have a harder time. So I've actually gone ahead and done some races with the different builds on a bunch of different tracks, and in two, so I ran 4 tracks. I spent 1 hour on each track testing different builds, and on 2 of the 4 tracks, um, I found the red to be the fastest, and this is because of the handling bias of that track. Now, that's not to say the red build is the best, it's just that it's the best for technical and handling tracks and low speed tracks. But that's not typically where you use this car, because this car is a acceleration beast. It's a, I actually don't know what its top speed is like compared to other S2 class cars, but I know its acceleration is king. So yeah, it's a highway car more than a technical track car. So yeah, recommended build is good. The stats will be on the screen somewhere during the video. But yeah, I thought I wanted to talk about this car because I just spent a lot of time building it. I put a lot of money, or game money, into it, and yeah, these were my findings. I hope if you're interested in the car, this helps. Helps you build it or gives you more confidence in what parts you want to tune it with. To finish off the video, I want to say that I am going to host a vinyl competition because I want liveries for this car, right? I uh I want liveries for all the 4 different builds that I have. I want a livery for the balance build, handling build, top speed build, acceleration build. And what I'm willing to do is I'm willing to give 10 AUD, so $10, in my currency to 4 different people for each of those different types of liveries. And details of that, I'll I'll figure out those details and make a Discord post about it. So yeah, if you like making liveries, this is an opportunity for you to make some as part of a group of people and potentially even win a bit of money for doing something you like. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.